Okay, this is the first example under probability. A fair die is rolled. Write out the sample space and answer the questions that follow. Well, let's write out the sample space, since that's the first thing we're told to do. So the sample space is a list of all the different possible outcomes that can happen when a die is rolled. So on a die you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's all the possible outcomes, and that's called the sample space. Okay, now on to the questions. What is the experiment? In other words, what is the thing that you're doing? You're rolling a die. Okay, so the experiment is rolling the die. B. Okay, what is the probability of 4? What's the probability of getting a 4? And that's how we write it. P, parentheses 4, the probability of getting a 4. Okay, well, how many 4s are there on a die? There's 1 4 on a die. So there's one way in which you can be successful. The only way that you can be successful is to roll the 4, and there's only 1 4 on the die. And on the bottom, we're going to put the total number of possible outcomes. And if you look at the sample space, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possible outcomes. Okay? So the probability of getting a 4 is 1 out of 6, because there was 1 4 on the die, and there were 6 different numbers altogether on the die. So one of the 6 is going to make you happy. One of the 6 is going to give you a 4. Okay, so see, what's the probability of rolling a number greater than 4? So the way we'll write that, the probability of a number, okay, use the pound sign for a number, greater than 4. Okay, well, you look at the sample space again and you ask yourself, how many of those numbers are greater than 4? Well, 5 and 6, that's 2. 2 numbers are greater than 4. So there are 2 ways to be happy. Okay? 2 ways in which you can be happy, in other words, in which you can have a successful outcome by rolling the 5 or the 6. Again, the total number of possible outcomes always goes in the bottom, and the total number of possible outcomes when you roll the die is 6. There are 6 different outcomes. Now we can reduce that, and you should always reduce it if you can. So 2 over 6 can be broken down as 1 over 3. Okay. Part D. What is the probability of rolling an odd number? Okay, an odd number. Well, odd numbers are 1, 3, and 5. Those are the odd numbers that are on a die. Okay, 1, 3, and 5. So there are 3 of those. Again, the total number of possible outcomes is 6. So 1 out of 2. 3 out of 6, or 1 out of 2. The probability of rolling an odd number is 1/2, or 50% if you want to give it in terms of percentages. But for most of the time we'll give probabilities in terms of fractions. Okay, so just before we finish up here, I want to talk a little bit about the word event. Okay, we've already described sample space. The sample space is all the possible outcomes. Experiment is what you actually do. And the event in these cases is what you want to achieve. Okay, so the event is what you want to achieve. So in part B here, the event is rolling a 4. Okay. In part C, the event was rolling a number greater than 4. So the event is the thing that you want to achieve. Okay, and in the in part D, the event was rolling an odd number. And again, we work out the probability of any particular event by looking at the number of ways that event can occur, and then dividing or writing it over the total number of possible outcomes. Okay, thanks for watching.